Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a video, 3 most common problems that I see in the comments on my Keurig coffee maker videos. So I've got several hundred videos on Keurig coffee makers, all the way from how to use them, how to descale them. I see a lot of comments, and these are the most common problems that people run into. The first one is, you took it out of the box, you plug it in, it doesn't work right out of the box. That can happen. You just got to take it back to wherever you got it. Keurig does have a good customer support. They will get you a new one if you call them. I found out calling works better than doing the email. So if it's dead out of the box, and to go along with that, prime the pump. When you get a Keurig coffee maker straight out of the box, fill this up with water and prime the pump. What that means is fill this up with water, set it on and off the Keurig coffee maker about 20 times. I've done it so many times, the water will start to come out the coffee maker. What that does is it gets water all the way through the coffee maker so that when you do turn it on, that the heating element doesn't trip. It's not dry. These newer ones have a really fast heating element and it's got an over-temp thermostat on it. If there's not water in the coffee maker, when you do a brew for the first time, you'll get a bunch of steam and you'll hear a click and it goes dead. So that could be the problem. I have a video on how to open them up, reset the thermostat, prime the pump, and hopefully you're good to go. The add water light. Oh my goodness. This can be frustrating in so many ways. 2 areas that the add water light. Obviously, when you're daily using it. Probably the second most thing is when you're during a descale procedure. The descale procedure has a computer logic board that needs to see the add water light come on in order for the descale light to go out. If your add water light never comes on, you're never going to get out of descale mode and you're never going to get the descale light to go out. So add water lights can be very tricky, can be very hard to fix, can be very simple to fix. And you're going to notice on these, if you look, the older ones especially. So here's a K Select. This holds true for the K Classic, and that take the water tank off. You're going to see a vent. You're going to see a vent right here. It's going to look like a little hole. There can be a bug or an ant or something, dust can go in there and just clog that. Water, that's your air vent for your add water light sensor. Water has to be able to rise up and down this tube, and that vent is what allows it. So it can be as simple as getting that out or uncovering that vent hole. That's what can fix it. Okay, so let's talk about the newer ones. The newer ones have these heating elements that look like this on the inside. The add water light is pretty much the same thing. You've got this chamber in here that as the water goes up and down inside the chamber, water is going to go up inside this tube. But the vent tube can be really hard to find. It's up underneath the lid. And again, a bug can crawl up in there, get in this tube right here and clog it off. Your add water light's not going to work. It just has to rise up and down in this tube. These newer ones, you can open them up. I have videos on how to open them up because sometimes you have to open them up to reset the thermostat. You can also open them up to maybe hopefully unclog that vent tube for the add water light to work. Okay, so the next thing I see the most of is everything's powered up. I press a brew button, nothing comes out. Typically 9 out of 10 times it's a clogged needle. You have to take the K-cup out. You've got coffee impacted in these top needles. You're gonna have to get a paper clip. I've got videos on specifically how to clean these top needles, even on the multi-brews, even on the ones with single needles, especially the ones with single needles. I probably see this more on this one right here, the K Mini. Has a single needle on top. For some reason, this one, I see most comments about a clogged needle. Again, they put the water in, they put their K-cup, hit the brew button, the water gets sucked down, but nothing ever comes out. So again, one important step is take your K-cup out when you're done. But if you have that happen, which I got a video on how to clean the needles on all of these, and there's a lot of views on those videos that are helping people. So a common problem is if you press the button, nothing comes out, clogged needle. It doesn't look like it's clogged. And I never thought coffee could compact like concrete. It gets really tight up there in that needle. It can be kind of a challenging process cleaning it out, doing a fresh water rinse, clean it some more. I did happen to me once, and it took me about 5 to 6 times of cleaning that with the paper clip until finally the ground coffee came out. So that's a really high thing, one of the really common problems. Okay, the next one is descale light. It comes on. How do I can't get it to go out. I followed your procedure to a T. The older ones, there is no descale mode. They don't tell us what lights that light. The K Classic, K Cafe, I don't know exactly what they're doing to light that light. If they have a sensor in there that can sense hard waterness or sense if the calcium is building up, I don't necessarily know. So what I recommend is keeping up on the descale, and hopefully that light never comes on. But I do have descale procedures on how to try to get the light out. It's running vinegar through it and it's that sort of thing. But if your add water light's not going out, if it's not coming on, that also can prevent the descale light from going out. So I get a lot of problems with the descale light not going out. Leaks water. Unfortunately, this one is a hit or miss on if it can be fixed. I have found a few coffee makers where a line, there's tubing in here. I have found a few that the line just comes off. I've never really found a hole in the line. I've just found where a line, probably during manufacturing, was just kind of off a little bit and finally came off. Unfortunately though, with these, it's mainly with these older ones. These older ones have tanks. The newer ones, the K Supremes, K Expresses, they've got this heating element that heats the water up. They don't store water on the inside. These older ones have these tanks, and unfortunately, they've got sensors. Not this one, but there's another one. I think it's out of this one. It has a hole drilled into the stainless steel tank, and there's a sensor that goes into it, and that sensor just starts to leak. There's an O-ring on it. Unfortunately, there is no fix for when that sensor on that stainless steel tank leaks. So water leaks on K Minis, I've not found too many of those that I can fix. On the K Duo, I was able to fix a water leak. I was able to open it up, K Duo Plus, and fix it right away. This one right here. Opened it up, just found a line off, put it back, fixed the water leak. So water leaks, about 50% of the time I can fix. The next one is I'm getting ground coffee in my coffee. So I'm brewing a cup of coffee. Oh my gosh, there's coffee grounds in it. I really started to see that with these multi-brew. When this multi-brew first came out, that's the 5 needles on top. I don't necessarily see this in the ones with the single needles. Sometimes I do. It could be that you're not using the best K-Cup, but a lot of times I have found that with the multi-brew technology, even I'll start to get it with really good K-Cups if I don't do a fresh water rinse. Coffee grounds just get on these top 5 needles just from everyday use. There's really nothing you can do it. When you brew a cup of coffee, those 5 needles go into that K-Cup, shoot hot water into it, and then when you lift the lid up, it just brings some coffee grounds with it every single time, no matter what you do. So what you want to do is take the K-Cups out. Once a week, I do a fresh water rinse. I do about an 8 ounce. You'll be amazed how much coffee grounds are in that cup of water that you just ran through your machine. I like to do that. You know, if you use this a lot, I would definitely do it maybe once or twice a week, but definitely once a week. That's going to help not get the coffee, because what happens is you start to get so many coffee grounds up around these needles, then they start making their way around the K-Cup and in there. You could have K-Cups that are not designed properly. Some K-Cups just don't work really well with the multi-brew. I don't know exactly what's going on with that. I haven't really ran into that much, but some K-Cups, from the comments I can tell, they're like, this K-Cup, and again, I don't know which ones it are, these are just not working with the multi-brew. So don't know if they're just made just a little bit different. Don't know what's going on there. I've not ran into it, but keeping up with the fresh water rinses definitely will help. So I just branded my own coffee, Just a Dad Simple Sip Coffee. It's going to be for sale on Shopify. It's also going to be for sale on my Just a Dad Videos Facebook group page. It's going to be whole bean, ground coffee, and it's going to be even in the K-Cup form. It's a Brazilian dark roast. Pretty excited about that. Check out that Facebook group page. I do my free giveaways when I'm done with these products. I do give my products away on there. I do have some free drawings. YouTube just gave me my 100,000 subscriber plaque. Thank you, everybody. That's been just overwhelming, the support I've gotten. Again, the reason for this video, it's just to help. I seem to have I just want to share my knowledge with you. I've got so many videos on Keurig coffee makers. I see all the comments people leave for each one of those videos. And I'm like, I just got to get this information out. I want to help people. So Keurig coffee makers, I do like them. I think they make a really good cup of coffee. And I just want to help you. And that's the reason behind my videos. If there's another type of video you would like to see, leave it in the comments down below. I try to read all my own comments. And then I just kind of develop where I'm going to go from that. So again, hit the like button. That really helps out my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And again, just thank you everybody so much.